You are listening to the Random Gold, the Golden Podcast, the podcast that sees gold, acapella style, Keith and Keen. Yeah, I didn't like that shit either, actually.
We don't have buttons. Everybody's sick. They're getting sick. I think I'm good, actually. I think I cleared that shit in 24 hours. I'm just a boss like that.
Yeah.
You were hurdling that shit.
Yeah. So.
You had Aerith. Aerith did heal on you.
Yeah. She did holy on me.
Yeah, holy.
And she healed me, yeah.
Do you ever get rid of your t-shirts? You got mad t-shirts.
I give a lot of them to Javi because I keep them in really good condition.
Yeah.
So I usually will ask him if he wants it first. If he doesn't want it, then I get rid of it.
Here's a cheat code for you that Marquise taught me. Never use the dryer.
And wear a shirt underneath. So you don't have to wash it as often unless you stain it or something.
Yeah.
So you're not getting this dirty. You're getting the shirt underneath dirty. That's the trick.
Okay.
Right.
I'm moving right now, so I'm looking at a bunch of clothes like, I don't fucking need this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't worn this in a year.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you start looking at your closet a little differently.
yeah, exactly.
I'm really bad with that because I'll wear something for like a month and then it just like it goes in the back of the rotation.
Yeah.
But it's good sometimes because I'll go in the back. I'm like, oh, I forgot I had this. Oh,
Yeah.
You
let's
get
bust
hyped
this
again?
out. Oh yeah. I was like, oh shit, I forgot I had this cardigan. Oh shit, that's where it is. Yeah. Oh yeah. So, I get rid of shit. I'm trying to get rid of more because my closet space is pretty much non-existent now. I'm trying to stop buying shoes too because I have nowhere to put them.
How many do you have? You have over 30 pairs?
I don't think I have that many. I probably have like 15 pairs.
Oh, okay.
But it's a lot.
That's a lot of pairs.
It's a lot.
I have 5, and 5's a lot.
Yeah. And there's like nowhere to put them. I have a big 13 size shoe, like just taking up a bunch of closet space.
How many shoes you got, Keen?
Around 10.
10? Okay.
10, yeah.
Any dress shoes in there?
3.
3. Attaboy.
I had 3 dress shoes.
Attaboy.
Yeah. I got a brown, a black, and then like a brown suede.
Brown suede.
Yeah.
Okay, on the casual Friday.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Sure.
I normally wear my junk ass white Vans though everywhere just because I'm usually walking, so I want something I can tear up.
Damn Daniels.
I rock the damn Daniels, yeah. Now they're damn in the bad way, like damn they're dirty.
Well, where do we want to start? How was you guys' week? What have you guys been doing all week? We had Memorial Day.
Oh, sick. So, just trying to get a lung back.
Okay. All right.
Dude, those allergies are no joke. Was it allergies or sickness?
We're not sure on
Gotcha.
what happened.
I think he has a cold.
I probably have a cold. My theory was that I brought in an outdoor patio cushion that had gotten molded,
Oh, that's real.
and I left
Yeah.
that. Mold's a fucking dangerous thing.
Yeah.
So I think that contributed to my immune system being compromised, which yields this sexy fucking Barry White voice I have generated.
Yeah.
When's the heat coming? Late August, like August? When's it coming?
December. God hates us.
I have a feeling July's going to suck.
I feel like it's gonna be August.
Oh, interesting.
August, September.
Yeah.
I kind of see July being, because right now we're in June gloom.
Yeah.
Last summer was
we're
hot.
we're just hanging out.
That
was
one-
it?
Last summer was
There was that
hot.
one. Remember that podcast where I got sick right before? I got like a stomach flu or something.
Yeah. Oh,
that
yeah,
day
yeah.
was so hot.
Was that the one at the swap meet?
No, not that day. No. You guys were here waiting for me.
Oh,
And I was like waiting for like I don't know.
That was
man.
like August.
Oh, was that August?
I think it was
Okay,
August. Yeah. I started in the pod around August, I think, end of summer.
Yeah. And that was a super hot day, and I was like just dying. It was a horrible day. It was horrible.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So,
Forgot about that.
anyways, I've been rewatching like old shows lately. I don't know why.
Yeah.
So I have 3 in the rotation right now.
Yeah. What you got?
I have the Entourage I'm rewatching. Great show. Breaking Bad and Sopranos.
Every time I hear Marquise bring up Entourage, you just bring up these bad memories on you not fulfilling your end of the fucking deal.
What was the deal again?
The deal is that if I watch this show,
Right.
Entourage, have you seen the show Entourage?
I have, yeah.
Great show.
Did you know that show fucking Lil Bow Wow's balls in there? His balls are in there, man.
When he's fucking the.
He's
porn
fucking.
star?
He's fucking a porn star.
That's his balls?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if there's someone else's balls, that's
I mean, pretty sure they're his.
they're pretty sure they're his.
Jeez.
The other end of the deal was if I watch this show, Marquise will play Twin Snakes on the GameCube, which is a recreation of Metal Gear Solid 1. And he never came through with the deal. I never got it.
Listen.
And you seen it? Yeah, go ahead.
Listen, they're re-releasing the collection on PlayStation PS5. The twin one you're talking about. I'll play it then. Just like with the Paper Mario or the Mario RPG. Okay, I played it. I beat it. I didn't like it.
You know, I just realized about you, sir. Wow, you're a trendy gamer. Wow.
Oh.
You're only going to play the games that are hot in the moment. I've never put this shit together.
That's not
Never
true.
have I ever.
not
And you
true.
can defend yourself
Okay.
if I'm wrong
All right.
about a
Nah,
couple
fuck that. He can't defend
a
himself.
couple titles that you played that were no longer that weren't hot and upcoming.
Yakuza. I played the whole Yakuza franchise before it.
But
Before
was it a collector edition?
It was like a all the games were out. Here's like a it was like, I guess you can call it collectors. It was like a, what do you call it when they a series collection? Like here's the whole series.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was purchased for me, and I played the whole series. And the game it wasn't popular at all. It's more popular now because they have the Like a Dragon series.
Yeah.
But this was years before that. So I'm playing Cyberpunk right now. That game came out 4 years ago.
Wow. Well, they finally fixed it. Huh?
They finally fixed it. They just released a thing a couple days ago saying that the game is finally done. They're done with it. So I've been playing that.
Has it dropped in price yet?
No, I mean I purchased it 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And never played it. So like it's a $65 game I've never played.
I'm a piece of shit with that. Like if they do something like that, I won't buy it until the price drops.
I mean,
that usually takes a minute.
that's the smart way to do it.
Yeah.
That's the smart way to do it.
Okay, then I retract my statement, Mr. Trendy Gamer.
You do get the game the hot game.
Listen,
Because
guys,
you are a gamer.
I'm a gamer.
Yeah, so you do play the hot game.
The hot game is usually what I've been waiting for that game for 6 months or something like that, or 7 months, whatever.
But my point was that when a game that you missed out on because you got tied up in other games, or you didn't, it's not a franchise that you're familiar with.
Right. I mean, it depends on what my interest level is in it. Twin Snakes, my interest in Metal Gear Solid was never that high. I liked Metal Gear Solid 4. I had to like go back and look and see what was going on. 'Cause I had no idea what was going on. I was like, who are all these people? Why is Snake old? Like, what's going on?
Okay.
Yeah, so it just depends on my interest level in it. Metal Gear Solid was never like super high.
So that even with all the series, because I believe you like 2, don't you?
2 is the best one.
So, okay. So since you played 2, and you played Snake Eater.
I played 2 and I played like half of Snake Eater. I never beat it.
Oh wow!
I never owned it. That's why I didn't own. I didn't own Metal Gear Solid 2 either.
So I guess where I'm getting at is that where, and we can move on from this in a little bit.
Yeah.
Where do you rank Metal Gear Solid as a series?
It's pretty
1
low.
through 10.
Pretty low.
Is it?
Oh, I mean, like maybe a 7. I don't think it's as cool as other people think it is.
Okay.
I think it's I think the story is like too confusing. It's like too hard to follow.
Sure.
It's the same reason I ding Kingdom Hearts for the same reason.
Oh
like
my
it
God.
has good. I like the series, but
Biggest
it's like,
blunder ever, isn't it?
It's so confusing and so weird, and the third one was so bad. I ding it so many points because it's like, why is your story so convoluted and fucking confusing? It doesn't need to be that way.
I love Video Game Donkey when he makes fun of me. He's like, this series was in, this part of the storyline is from Kingdom Hearts Snowboarders, which had
This
the
is
most
on the
pivotal,
DS.
crucial information.
Yeah, and that's what lost a lot of people. It's like you had to get a DS to play a card game. I'm like, what, a card game?
Right.
I'm not fucking doing that.
You should be sued if you have a title that says 3.5.
2.5.
2.5.
1.5, yeah.
Birth by Sleep, version 6.
I wanted to ask you guys, I was watching Entourage, though.
Yeah.
That show is very problematic, but it's still hilarious.
Is it?
I think.
You think so?
I think Ari Gold is like one of the greatest
the
characters.
best.
One of the greatest characters ever made. And
The
he's-
best.
It's like the worst boss on TV
Yes,
ever.
and he says the worst shit. But I'm like, dude,
What's his assistant's name?
Lloyd?
Lloyd.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Forgot all about Lloyd.
Dude.
Unlimited gay jokes.
Unlimited gay
Asian
jokes.
jokes, super racist Asian jokes, like just.
Where you at if you're watching it? Which season?
I'm only on season 2 where they're trying to get him to sign on Aquaman, and he
Okay.
wants to do Medellin or whatever.
Right.
I remember all this stuff, but there's a lot of stuff I don't remember. But I just love I love the way the guys interact with each other. It just feels very real.
It does.
Because they, when they're not in the mood for something, like they're not smiling, they'll tell us, "Fuck off, dude." Like I'm not like it's just like seems like a real. They just they had really strong chemistry in that show. And the way they joke around with each other, the way they talk about women, and then when they're with the women, they're completely different. I'm like, dude, they got this show like, it's a really good show. I really like Entourage.
Cool.
I just
Do
like.
you think that show fell off in the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, because
Definitely.
Once they made Vinny like a drug addict and stuff, I was like, this show's it's not even funny anymore.
It's not.
just like
It's not.
it's like depressing. Like I don't know why they went that route in the last 2 seasons. I wish they would do that like in a middle season or something.
well, it's based on Mark Wahlberg.
It's
right?
realistic.
Yeah,
So-
it is, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, dude, like
Yeah.
can we?
My favorite storyline was when he started dating Sasha Grey.
No, that's the worst one. That's
I thought it was just like because that shit felt LA. That shit felt
yeah.
real.
I
You
didn't.
know.
Yeah, I didn't like it. That's the worst part. Like when I think about it, I'm like, that's the worst part of the show. I hate. Because he like alienates himself from his friends. He's like just a dick the whole time.
Right.
I
Yeah.
really dislike that part of the show because it goes on forever.
Isn't
Like,
there a movie as well that
Yeah,
puts a
me-
cap
Yeah,
on it?
that's actually what I was going to ask
A
you
lot,
about.
a lot of people hate the movie. I liked it. I just like seeing them all together for like I liked it for what it was. If I watched it now, I probably wouldn't like it as much. But
Right.
I remember when I went and watched it at the time, I really enjoyed it at the time. But
Yeah.
I know people don't like it.
I like when Eric gets called soup by the director.
I hate that guy, the director.
Oh, he's great.
Billy. I hate that guy.
yeah.
The director. I hate that.
Oh,
guy.
Billy Walsh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
fucking-
porn director.
Fucking hate that guy.
Oh, I like him because he's such a dick.
No.
He's the best.
I don't like how he treats E.
Yeah, exactly. That's
like
why
how he treats
I don't like that shit.
Oh, I like it. I like E too. He's a great character.
E is a great character.
He's actually one of my favorite characters. Believe it or
yeah,
not.
yeah.
He's
Vinny,
great.
Turtle.
Turtle.
The older brother is the only one that I don't like because he's not funny.
So Turtle was dating Rhonda
I think so. Yeah, that was
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah,
Was he?
Yeah.
yeah.
He went slow on that. That's all I said. You guys want me to finish it? I'm not gonna. Last thing I want to say about that show is what was I gonna mention about it?
I'm surprised you don't like Johnny Drama. I love Johnny Drama.
It's not that like
Drama-
I'm
oh,
just
the
saying,
brother?
If
Yeah,
had,
I think it's hilarious.
I'm just
Oh,
saying
I don't
if
like him.
If I had to rank him at all, like him, Ari, and he's way at the bottom. He's
Yeah.
just like my least
I
favorite.
love Ari when he's like, smoke some more weed, Turtle. Just get out of here, smoke some more weed.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. So there's a scene that Ari Emanuel, he always tries to blackmail people. So his kids go to the school, and then the dean or the warden or whatever you call him, the dean of the school, he's trying to blackmail him so bad, and this guy is squeaky clean.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He's like, dude, you got nothing on you. You sleep with your wife every day. Like, I don't get it. Like, he's trying. He always tries to win that way. Cool show.
they had, like,
by the
R.
way,
Kelly-
I am thankful that you introduced me to this
Thank
show.
you.
It's a great show.
I had to force Javi to watch it too. He was like, I don't really know about the show. I was like, just watch it.
Javi's racism got in the way.
No, he just like
Does he like it?
yeah, he likes it now.
Okay.
You have to like force people on Entourage because the first couple episodes you're like, I
Right.
don't really know. I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm like, just wait because I was like, yeah, just wait because once the hooks get into you where you like the characters, it's a wrap. It's like addicting too. You'll watch like how many did you watch like in
I watched. Oh wait, what do you mean?
like how many would you watch in a day? Because I remember you finished it really fast.
Oh yeah, quite a bit. I mean, it wouldn't be outlandish, but I'd say like it was kind of like when you got me on Walking Dead too. So I watched like 6 episodes. It depends how good it is.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
understandable.
Really, Walking Dead was great.
It was till it wasn't.
Yeah. Right.
Entourage, Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, all shows that dropped off. I saw that the original plan for The Boys was to make it 5 seasons.
A lot of people think The Boys is about to start getting bad. I don't know where. I haven't seen anything to indicate that it's going to start getting bad. So I don't know why people say that.
I think it's one of those things once the audience gets really big, it's open to more criticism too.
That makes sense.
So The Boys is going to be the biggest it's ever been.
Yeah.
This season coming out.
I do think they need to wrap it up within like the next 2 seasons, though. Like how many times Or are you gonna not kill Homelander? Kill that nigga.
He
Kill
needs
him.
to die.
Kill him or make him go crazy. Where how many seasons are you gonna do?
Exactly.
It's a good show, but like you gotta. I think every show should wrap up within like 5 or 6 seasons. You should wrap it up.
Yeah.
Now you're just bullshitting now. So
I think the perfect duration was what Breaking Bad did.
I wish Breaking Bad was longer. Honestly, I want
Nah.
listen, I'm rewatching it. It's a perfect show.
It's a perfect show because it's not too long.
It's well paced. It's great.
It's
Same thing with Better Call Saul.
They got out right when they needed to.
I know. That's what they always say. You want to get out when people still want you.
Yes.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
That's how you're supposed to do it.
I know.
And so,
But wouldn't
they're
just-
leaving you the same way that you have
just
now.
want one more season.
Leave it alone.
one
Leave it
more.
alone. Leave it alone. You're gonna end up like Dragon Ball.
That might be the formula, though. Do a really good show, 5 shows, and then try your best to have a good
Like a
spin-off.
spin-off?
A good
Yeah.
spin-off.
Yeah, because
Which you did. Which you did.
Exactly.
Better Call Saul is just. I think it's just as good as Breaking Bad.
Yes.
That's nuts.
It's just as good.
I know a lot of people that agree with you.
Vince
just
is
as good.
fucking fucking Vince.
He's really good at storytelling. I still hate his wife though, but I understand her more now.
Whose wife?
Waltz.
Okay.
What's her
Walter
name?
White.
Yeah, what's her?
Oh, Skylar.
Skylar. I used to hate Skylar. Like, to my core, I used to hate Skylar. But, like, I'm rewatching it now. I'm like, Walt does this shit to himself, bro. Like,
Exactly.
He did all this shit to himself. All right. Anyways, big UFC fight tonight. We're not going to get into it because by the time you guys hear it, the fight already happened.
Yeah.
We either have a remaining champ or a new champ. Hopefully, Dustin pulls it off. We don't know. But what I wanted to ask you guys, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is McGregor is supposed to be fighting at the end of this month. Okay?
Excuse me. Yes, sir.
Does he prevail? Does he beat Michael Chandler?
No.
No?
No, not even a chance.
You
Not
didn't
even.
see- not
Not
with the-
even. No. No. I don't care what you see, what you seeing, what he says.
You didn't get hyped with the little Irish? He's
The
walking.
only time I get hyped is when he's doing a live stream talking mad shit about everybody. That's the only thing he's good for. He's excellent salesman, great at yapping, entertaining, funny. Fighting? No, you're trash. You're trash now.
His career's on the line.
No, it's
No, his fighting career's on the line.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
Okay,
his
yeah.
fighting career is done.
Stop.
It's done.
Well, okay.
It's done.
Let's say he wins. Then what? Where do we go next?
He skyrockets in the freaking
How he
rankings.
wins. How he wins. Oh, yeah, of course.
Let's say-
how he wins is all dependent.
For let's say second round knockout, TKO.
Oh, the world's going crazy.
And does he? Let's say let's all right. Let's fancy book real quick. All right. Let's say Dustin wins tonight.
Right. Oh, perfect.
Connor wins in June. How fast do they set that fight up?
Perfect title fight. Well, I don't. Well, here's the thing about. I think that's an option. Connor has a lot of options.
He
as
does.
always.
He does.
He
He's
could-
Conor McGregor. He can go wherever he wants.
So he doesn't seem too keen on trying to win that belt again. He wants to get a welterweight belt and he wants a BMF belt. But he always says he's like it ain't finished. He says we're 1-1 apiece. So I'm laughing like he fucked you up the second time.
Who would you want to see him fight? Holloway.
Holloway.
Okay.
Holloway.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
what I want to see.
Yeah.
Out of okay, Holloway, Poirier, or
if Makhachev's win,
I don't want to see him.
see, I don't want to see
I
that.
don't
either.
want to see that. I don't want to see.
Khabib 2.0.
There's somebody else I'm not thinking of.
There is. Oh, Nate.
Nate. Yeah. I think I'd want to see. I'm gonna go Holloway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Holloway or Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
That Holloway fight would put a lot of asses in the seats.
The only reason I say those two is because they're not going to try to take him down. Poirier and Makhachev, they're going to take him down for sure.
Yep.
They're going to kick his legs and take him down.
Yep.
And it's just boring. I want to see y'all throw hands.
I want to see hands.
I want to see McGregor get like knocked out with a punch. Like, wouldn't that be fucking?
Like Dustin did?
He kind of like knocked him down. I wouldn't say. He
Oh,
knocked
you
him
mean
out.
he? Oh, okay.
I want to see him go out cold.
You know what? Oh, you want to see out cold,
Yeah.
like a Gaethje.
So you guys say if he loses, he's done.
I
He
would
doesn't
say
fight
so.
again.
My thing is,
He'll fight again.
It seems
That's
like
the thing that's going to piss me off. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it seems like he's still been partying, man. Like he's not taking this pre-fight that seriously.
So that Roadhouse interview?
Yeah,
Bro,
dude.
he was
His
tweaking.
jaw was gone.
Oh
fucking
yeah. He
nuts.
was. I mean, he's a fucking millionaire. Like, of course. Like, he's probably got hookers and blow all the time. Like, I don't.
Yeah.
He be texting people, not wanting to text them. It's like, can I pick up tonight? He just doesn't even want to. You know.
I wonder, like, how, like, being a celebrity like that, like, how much do they pick up at a time? Has to be like an insane amount. Because how many times do you want to keep hitting your guy up for?
The problem is, the more you have, the more you're gonna do.
Yeah.
You can't be like, oh, I'm gonna use a little bit this weekend and then I'll save it.
No, fuck no.
That's impossible.
And it doesn't work the same because they don't need to save it because they can just get more whenever they want. I don't know. We're getting off topic. Anyways, what topic you got? Where you want to start?
So the big story this week is obviously that Donald Trump has been found guilty of 34 charges. Yeah, it's he falsified business documents. He paid $130,000 to Stormy Daniels from his campaign fund.
Yep.
And in his taxes and in his bookkeeping, he filed it as legal expenses. And the thing is, that's not his money to spend like that. It is a violation of campaign funding laws. It's against the law. And I hate that like every news station is like, well, do you think that the trial was crooked? When they should be saying like, do you think you should be able to falsify business documents to pay people under the table?
Yeah.
Without the eyes of the government. That's what they should be saying. But they're making this. It's very unserious to me because, like, I feel that this is 3 years too late. They had all this fucking evidence 3 years ago. They should have brought it to. I think the thing is they probably thought it was too risky.
Oh, while he was like still in office, or like what do you mean?
No, like they wanted to make sure that everything was law.
Oh yeah,
tight.
that makes sense. Yeah.
That they wanted to make sure like they would have all the evidence possible, everything was in line. And I've heard that of this next, he has 4 trials, so that was one of the 4 trials. That was the weakest case they had.
Really?
So like the next 3, one is for the classified documents that he for sure kept.
Oh, I've heard about that. Yeah.
The other one is persuading the Georgia election. Which is on tape. Everyone's fucking heard it. And I think another one is a documents case.
So what happens? Let's say at the end of the day, what happens? Because a lot of people don't think nothing's gonna happen.
So with this trial, I doubt that he gets any jail time. It's very doubtful.
Okay.
He's not going to get jail time. He's probably going to get fined. And I don't know what else they can do to him.
But what are they gonna do? He's most likely he's beating fucking Joe Biden. Is just man.
We've been saying that for years.
Yeah.
Right?
I know, but I feel like he's in the worst state I've ever seen.
If the Democrats really wanted to win the election, they would have to have Joe step down, have Kamala step up, and then really put the brakes on Israel. That if they were to do that, they'd have a serious case to beat Trump. But they're going to get mollywopped, I think.
I wanted to ask you, because I never really, this is kind of getting off topic. Not off topic, but I never really understood the Israel-Palestine thing, because I don't really,
Right.
I'm just not, what I mean? It's just like, anyways, help me understand this. Israel, back in maybe last year or whatever, didn't they have like some concert or something, right? And was it Palestine that attacked the concert? It was like
on October 7th, yes.
And they like killed a bunch of people, beheaded, blah 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 blah. So then the U.S. gave Israel a bunch of money to defend themselves, but now Israel's using that money to just fucking nuke all these niggas and claiming it's defense.
Well, that's
But then if you take away this defense, right? Wouldn't Palestine just start fucking them up again?
That's their argument. But it's kind of like.
But I'm asking, like, wait, like, is that like, so that's the U.S.'s argument. If you take away this shit, Palestine's just gonna go back to fucking murdering, raping, whatever the fuck you were doing before.
Yeah, and I think for context, the year from January 2023 to October 2023 was the deadliest year to be Palestinian. The most, like 15 journalists were killed before October 7th. a bunch of Palestinian kids were killed before October 7th. And like, I think that a lot of the blame doesn't go to Trump, because Trump put the U.S. embassy in Jerusalem, which was a Gaza/Israel place. It was like a blended place.
Okay.
So then he made like Israel's like, all right, no, we now put our flag in the most important city. It's ours now. They also claim they made peace in the Middle East. Trump did by the Abraham Accords, which is the first relations between Israel and Saudi Arabia. But they made that deal without any concessions about the Palestinians. They just kept Palestinians out of the deal. It basically puts the Palestinians in a really fucking rough place where they've been getting their land stolen.
But what is the answer? Like,
It's a two-state solution. We as the U.S. need to talk to our little brother and say, hey, you guys need to pipe down, calm down. They have an extremely right-wing government. The people of Israel are pissed at the government.
Okay.
And I think there's about to be like an upheaval within Israel about this thing too, because the Israeli press doesn't release how many protests are going on against Netanyahu and his right-wing government.
Right.
And they're using the U.S. as a pawn right now, which is bullshit, because they get free health care. They get fucking all this shit from our tax dollars.
This is my last question. Why are we involved at all?
There are stewards in the Middle East. They're called our biggest ally. In case Iran or any of those other countries want to pipe off against us, we have bases and an ally that will fight with us, because at the end of World War II, we said, all right, the British had stewardship over Palestine. They're like, we're giving it to the European Israelis, the European Jews. They migrate there, they take over, and they kill like a fucking ton of people and take their homes and say, it's our country now. And there's like wars that after they did that, Israel fought Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Iran all at once using it's
my life is difficult enough.
Yeah.
I can't God bless you, everybody that is involved and wants to help. That is like too much more. Like, I saw this video. It was like babies being like wheeled, like they were dead babies being like wheeled off. Or I was like, dude,
Wow.
I can't. It's too much for me.
Israel is so extreme now that they'll be like, oh, those are terrorists too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? They're bloodthirsty now. They've gone too far, and I think that we should start taking back our funding on the Iron Dome, which is their missile defense system. We needed to. If they want to fight the war like this, they can fight on their fucking own. That's the point. But the issue is they have so much funding within our government. I have this Twitter that I follow called AIPAC Tracker. And anytime someone's like, Israel has a right to defend themselves, literally AIPAC Tracker will comment, you were given $100,000 from AIPAC last year. And it's absurd. Joe Biden has received in his career $11 million from AIPAC.
Wow. All right. Jesus.
So yeah,
yeah.
So I think another part of the issue too that people don't realize is Netanyahu loves Trump, and they want Trump back in office because they can do this shit harsher.
At this point, everyone wants Trump.
And I think one thing he's doing is defying Biden, making Biden look like an ass in this situation because they have fucking political aspirations. There's a warrant out for Netanyahu's fucking life. If he goes to Germany, France, a lot of these countries, he will be immediately arrested as a war criminal. Like it's fucking for real. They're gonna. My fear is they drag us in there, and then our young people are gonna have to go fight over there for fucking what?
I hope that doesn't happen. I really don't. I really hope that doesn't
Yeah.
happen. Any chance that Trump doesn't get elected?
Yeah,
You really think so?
I think that these court
Against
cases.
Biden or someone else?
I think there's a chance he loses against Biden.
Wow.
I don't.
I'm interested in hearing this.
So do you remember in 2016 when Trump won? There's a lot of silent Trump voters.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of silent Biden voters.
You think
too.
it's a lot of people just like, yeah, I see what you guys are saying, but I'm not voting for Trump. I'm going to vote for.
Yeah, the big thing about Trump that people can't forget is that he tried to steal the fucking last election.
Yeah.
And I think that there's his stance on fucking Israel and Palestine's worse than Biden's.
Damn.
He's much more pro-Israel.
Damn.
Like, it's his fucking fumbling around and bad moves are a reason we're in the place we are now. Yeah. Like,
I just feel like Biden's like his stock has gone down so much within the last 4 years. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really follow this shit. I just go off of like, what I see and what I like, how I perceive things. And I just see like everything I see about Biden, it just comes off negatively. And like, so it's same with Trump too. But there's a lot of people who will forgive the shit that Trump's doing, and there's a lot of people with Biden that just like, man, this fucking guy. What is this fucking guy doing?
And like Trump also stripped all of the pandemic stuff from the government, and then we had a fucking pandemic, and it blew up in his face.
Yeah.
I think one of the biggest things, like I said about the silent Biden voter, is that we now have how many months till November? 6 months.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
that's 6 months for I think the Democrats.
5 months.
I think the Democrats are hoping that all of this legal pressure and all the shit that's happened to him makes him as deranged as possible.
Yeah, but I feel like this is just making it. He's just like, oh, it was rigged. It was rigged. They're trying to get me, and they're like, yeah, they are trying to get him. I feel like it's just lighting the fire even more for people to vote. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, the media and like people have really lost their faith in the news they receive, as they should.
Oh yeah, that's been years now.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone that really takes the news organization seriously.
Yeah, maybe not people our age.
At least not political.
Yeah.
I take a lot of my media in from I of course listen to Fox News and CNN, but also I take in a lot of independent people, streamers mainly now. But yeah, I'm very curious to see where we are in September, because if Joe Biden doesn't make any changes to his cabinet, his campaign message, he looks fucking frail. Then Trump could win.
I'm sure that nigga has dementia and they're covering it up. That video, I seen it was funny when he was walking. The guy asked him a question, he just walks away. He turns around, he smiles. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Get this man some ice cream.
What's happening? Yeah, like what's going on? He turns around and smiles like I feel like he felt like he answered the question. And like I'm like, yo, this is our president, man. It's like America is not real. Like if I lived in a different country and I watched, I'm like, there's no way this is real. This has to be a joke.
Right.
This has to be a joke.
It's the same thing with Trump, though.
What do you mean?
Fucking that dude's fucking deranged and old, be saying all kinds of wild shit too.
He does.
So it's like, are both. If one option is a criminal, one option has dementia, and our third option has a brain worm. So it's like, I'm voting for. I don't know who the fuck I'm voting for yet. I really don't. It's not Trump.
But is it always though? Is it just a race between those two? There's no other candidates.
There's Jill Stein, who vehemently opposes the Israel-Palestine war and Israel's actions, and I've thought about voting for her because it shows the Democrat Party. If a lot of people vote for a third party or them, it's like, hey, we're not fucking loyal to you.
Yeah.
As a Hispanic person, they count on our vote every fucking year because they're for us.
Yeah.
But they're fucking not, And I've had plenty of issues with the Democrat Party. I'm not a Democrat.
Yeah.
I
used to think I was, but then like people started like, they were like, why are you a Democrat? It's just because other black people were Democrats. Like, why are you, like, you know what I mean? I started like thinking about it. I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Was that the original? Was that the original reason why you thought so?
I think it's just because I think because Obama was in office, he was a Democrat.
Right.
So and then like your whole family was voting Democrat. So you just like
sure. Yeah, you associate with that.
Just assume you're just a Democrat. And then like when it really started, I really started to look at it is when Biden said, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
Well, yeah, what is it? What do you mean?
Oh, that struck a chord with you.
Yeah. Oh, it really bothered me. Like it really.
Oh,
I
I
was like,
didn't know this.
Who the fuck do you think you are? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Like you aren't for black people. What do you? I started looking into Biden, all this fucked
Is
up
it
shit
true
he
what
did.
Trump said about him in an election, in a debate where Biden called black people super predators?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he had like a thing that used to lock up a bunch of black people. Like I forgot what it was. I looked into it. Biden was. I'm like, this guy's not for black people. He's just saying that so he can get our vote. And that's when I really started like. I was like, you guys made Trump.
Oh, so he was pulling out the Obama card a lot. He was like,
Oh
look,
yeah,
see?
yeah. And they were like making Trump to be out this supervillain, which he's not. Trump is not good. I'm not defending Trump.
Sure.
But I was like, this nigga Biden is just as
But
bad.
Biden's trying to make him sound like he's less crazy than he is.
This dude Biden back in the day. Anyways, I don't know why we're still talking about.
I don't know why.
Do you
either.
want your school to become a jungle? That's one of his quotes.
That's crazy. So
which
crazy,
fucking nuts,
bro.
right?
So crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I got a lighter topic.
Yeah.
Can we get? Well, can I navigate a little bit?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You guys mentioned earlier, and I know nothing about a police officer.
Take it away.
So, here in the lovely city of San Diego, I think the cops we have here are pretty chill.
They're pretty fair.
Yeah,
You don't hear a lot of incidences.
You don't
here
hear
in
a lot
San
of
Diego.
incidents. Yeah, not a lot of. You don't hear a lot about like asshole cops here. Not that I know of. I've encountered like one cop
Right.
where he was just being a dick, and he switched his tune. Once he saw that my dad was in the military, he completely flipped the switch and started being nice. I don't know what that was. Every other cop I've encountered, they've been pretty chill.
Right.
I've been treated fairly by the police here so far.
Grew
Yeah.
up skateboarding, dealt with a lot of cops. Been pulled over a lot.
How often are they dicks to you, or never?
No.
Yeah, I don't see, and that's why like when you see those videos where where the cops are like being whatever, I always ask myself like, how did it get here? Did it start aggressive? Because usually if it starts aggressive, I can see how it got there. But a lot of times you get in. Anyways, we're getting off topic.
Yeah. So what's
A cop here in San Diego
Oh.
arrests a young lady.
All right.
He puts her in the backseat of his car.
Okay.
As they're driving, they're talking, having a normal conversation. He's taking her to the station, and she goes, "I would totally fuck you right now." And he goes, "Don't say shit like that. You can't say that. I got my camera on. You can't say that." Then he drives. He keeps driving. He finds this secluded spot. You see him get out of his car. He turns his camera off and goes in the back seat. But when you go in the back seat, it locks. So I don't know if did he have sex with her?
It's up for debate.
Yeah.
It's up for debate.
I mean, if
Oh my God.
his thing goes off for a good amount of time, then he has to call for backup because he's locked in the back seat with the chick, and he ended up resigning because
Oh yeah, you're done like dinner.
yeah.
How did you end up here? How did you end up in the back seat here?
Yep. Come on, like. Listen, man. Maybe try to get her number or something out. Like, why? It's just.
I heard that he didn't even really have grounds to fucking arrest her.
Really?
Like they called it's usually, I would think it was a domestic violence incident, and they called him out there to settle it. He probably thought she was hot, arrested her, and fucking with the intention of assaulting her. There's no consent when you're in police custody.
Yeah, there's too much power. You have too much power. So I
That's an old thing, man. Police been taking BJs from girls.
I used to I watched the whole. I used to watch I wouldn't say a series of videos, but there was a lot of once you watch one, YouTube would keep recommending them to you.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. There's a whole thing about cops that they'd pick up prostitutes and stuff, and that's what they would do. And then they would get regulars. They would always do this guy, he would come around every once a week, and I'd have to blow him.
I've heard stories from hookers on HBO. They used to have that show where they would taxi driver would pick up hookers and just talk to them.
Yeah.
And they would all say shit like that.
Yeah. Those hooker shows on HBO were wild. Those were some wild shows.
Brought to you by Entourage.
Yeah.
This is way before Entourage. This is when they used to do documentary. They had the Cat House
Yeah.
documentary. They had all types of shit.
Oh, well, thanks for sharing that story. I never heard that.
San Diego cop fucking
San
a
Diego
chick,
cop.
fucking a chick in the backseat.
Okay.
Abuse of power. I don't know why. Like if you just tell chicks you're a cop, they'll most likely fuck you. Why you have to? I don't know. Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're also saying that he needed to call an emergency medical services because the chick was experiencing a medical emergency. He intentionally obscured the view of his body camera worn when he removed the camera from his uniform mount. He was untruthful in all matters related to his duties, which included his police radio broadcast information and his written police report and statements he made to department investigators.
Hey, man, listen.
I don't know how police officers can get away with it. I really don't.
And the fact that he
You
has
know what happens.
no charges are brought to him.
So she didn't press any charges.
I don't think so yet. If you're,
I'm surprised she's not, because she could probably
She
get a lot
could
of
sue
money.
him.
Yeah, she probably get
Hell
money. She
yeah.
could sue the city too.
Yes.
Yep. And then it comes right out of our taxes.
Yep. Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Right
Less
out of-
money for food.
Love that.
Yeah.
I had another controversial story real quick. I just want to get your guys' take. It was about a cop while we're on it. Looks like it was a story about, I don't have the names because I was looking up the story. I don't feel like looking it up again. But it was a cop that killed a man's son while he was on duty. And
Here in San Diego?
No, it wasn't in San Diego.
Okay.
I can look it up if you guys really want.
No.
Anyways, cop kills this guy on duty during a traffic stop. Kills a black dude, whatever. Right. The dude that got killed, his dad, went and stalked the cop, found his daughter, and killed her on her prom night, and then just sat there and waited to be arrested. And he kept saying, like, yelling out justice, blah 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 blah. Because I guess nothing happened to the cop after he killed his son, so he went and found his daughter and killed her. Oh, so I wanted to get your guys' feelings on it, because the comments in the video were very mixed.
My opinion would be do you have any more information on the son being killed? Like, was he resisting arrest? I know that's a shitty thing to say, but
yeah, from what I remember of the video is they said that it was a traffic stop that escalated, and when he went to go grab his ID from the glove compartment, the cop shot him and killed him.
It's frontier justice. Yeah. Still a form of justice.
And nothing happened to the cop, so then the No,
I'm saying frontier justice for the dad.
Oh, what is frontier justice? What does that mean?
That is like in the Old West, people would take the law into their own hands.
Take law in their own, yeah, okay.
And, I can't put myself in that dad's position.
Yeah.
But, like, hey, man, like, the police have qualified immunity, which means that they can do shit like that without any fucking repercussions.
Right.
Yeah.
And, like, I think that makes them maybe a little too trigger happy at times.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a terrible job, man. It's a stressful job. I'm glad I didn't go through with it. It's very, very.
You'd have like 4 bodies under
you never know, like. You never know what you're getting into in every type of encounter you're involved in.
Yeah.
But that's also here's the effery with that though too, is that some folks are, and you see it at workplaces too, where folks, just because they have a title, they think they're better than you.
Yeah.
Can you imagine someone with a title and a gun?
Yeah.
You see that shit with bouncers.
I will say this though. I will tell you that when I'm trying out for it, at least in the highway patrol, it's so hard to get in. So I'm glad that it takes. They don't just give it just to anybody, but I can only speak on the state level. I don't know about the local, how local law enforcement operates.
I get pulled over, I pull out my driver's license, proof of insurance, and I put my hands on the wheel, have my window rolled down, and I always real chill. Fucking, you can't be one of those people that pipes off to a cop, man.
I just don't. Listen.
Yeah, well, how do you?
I don't like. Oh, I just talked to him. I have that meme where I turn into the whitest person ever. I turn
You
into
have
Kevin
to.
Riley. That's how I am. Even if I think what the cop is saying is bullshit, I just go, "Oh, really? I didn't know that." Oh, yeah. That's how I. Yeah.
Was I going 70?
Yeah. Well, the last time I got pulled over, the cop was like, "Oh, he's like, I pulled you over because you don't have a light on your license plate." I was like, "This thing, man." I was like, "Oh." Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, well, I'll take care of that. Don't you worry about it. He was like, yeah. He was like, where are you coming from? I was like, work. He was like, where do you work? And man, I was like, why do you need to know this?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I work right there at the movie theater. I was like, you see, I got a burrito right there. I was like, I would just
Not a firearm.
getting off late. He was like, oh, what movies are out? I was like, oh, the Venom movie is really good. I was lying because I didn't even see the shit.
Right.
He was like, oh yeah, I want to see that, blah blah. But it calmed him. He was like, not calmed him down because he was nice from the beginning. But he lowered his guard or whatever. He saw the food. He's like, yeah, you need to put a light on your license plate. Have a good night. I was like, all right.
Did he give you a fix-it ticket?
No.
Oh, good for you.
The most attitude I've given to a cop was at the border checkpoint. I was
What
heading
the fuck is wrong with you?
at the listen. So the guy's like, "Hey, where are you going?" I'm going to LA. Go watch the Laker game. He's like, "Oh, cool. How are they playing?" I'm like, Oklahoma City Thunder. He's like, "Oh, awesome. Can I see your tickets?" I go, "Do you have to see my tickets? Because they're in my bag." You know what I mean? I was like, I'd have to pull over and be a whole thing, and it would kind of accost me.
Yeah.
And
I think that's a fair question.
That's fair. Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean? I was like, he's like, technically no. I was like, okay, is there anything else I can help you with? And he was like, nope, keep going. I was like, yeah, dude.
The border people are assholes. People coming from Mexico, they're dicks. Last time I went, the guy he looked at me. I'm drunk, fucking out of my mind, and the guy looks at me. He's like, "Where's your passport?" I was like, "I don't have a passport." And he's like, "Where?" He's like, "Where were you born?" Victorville. He's like, "Where?" He's like, "Where do you stay now?" I gave him my address. He looks at my military ID. He's like, "Don't come back here without a passport." I was like, "Fuck you, dude." I was like, "Yeah, okay. Fuck you, fucking cocksucker."
You guys are better than me, man. I'm fucking. Those guys tried to get me fucking killed.
Really? What?
Not really.
Oh, I was like, what?
So I thought that in order to get into TJ, I thought there was a hub between the United States and.
I mean, it's a little hub.
Not if you're driving.
Oh yeah.
You go straight through.
You're in. You're in.
Yeah.
So I'm over here driving. I'm like, all right, cool. And I started seeing signs that say Alto. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I said, well, this is fucking stupid. I'm in fucking TJ.
Yeah.
I thought there was some type of hub, like a Walmart parking lot. Then they'll let you in.
Nope.
So I'm in. So I'm trying to get back. I go in the Century line to get back. Which is, if you guys don't know, it's like the
fast pass.
It's like the fast pass to get in, and you
yeah.
don't have a fucking fast pass.
Yeah.
So I tell the guy I don't have a passport. I give him a California driver's license.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, I don't need any. I said, hey man, I came in by mistake. I'm just trying to get back. He's like, hey man, I don't need any attitude. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was getting ready to call Keith. I'm like, hey, it's been great, bro.
I'm a Mexican citizen now. Sorry.
I thought I was gonna get killed. I was like, this is fucking stupid.
Oh man.
He's like, I'm gonna have you pull over in secondary. I'm like, oh, this is fucking nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Love that.
All right, this is great. So he goes in, he's checking all my shit. Of course, I don't got anything.
Yeah.
But then he comes up, not him, someone else. Thank God. A brother, I'm happy. And so he comes up to me. I love my black people. He comes up with a fucking no skateboarding sign in the back of my car. He's like, what are you doing with this? I'm like, oh, it's all fucking over now. I'm going to jail. He's like, I said, oh, I skateboard. I use it for skateboarding. He's like, I'm taking it. Have a good day. All right. And as I'm driving, I'm like, that's my fucking sign.
Why did he take it? Like, what did he do?
I have no idea.
He probably skates too. He's like, I got this nigga.
I got this.
If you see a black cop or a woman cop, are you more worried or less worried?
I do fine with black people.
Black people are assholes.
I'm always afraid of seeing that Bernie Mac cop from fucking Don't Be a Menace. You ever seen that?
Yeah. I hate you because your gums are black.
I never told you this, but folks that meet me and talk to me, they say, I could tell you have a black best friend. No. The first term is that I could tell you F with black people.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
He said, I could tell you're cool with them. I know you're not racist.
You could tell when somebody doesn't talk to black people very often because they're just overly nice to you. I'm like, will you take a breath?
Yeah. I never gave you credit for that. And I never told you that. But yeah, they say, oh, okay. And then I'll show them our duo photos. Like, oh, that's hilarious. He's like, yeah, I could tell you mess with black people. I just knew. They don't give me any explanation. They say, I could tell in my heart.
It's just a vibe.
Yeah. It cracked me up.
I wanted to ask you guys, What is the timeline for a spoiler? Like, how long can something be out where it's like if somebody yells spoiler, you're like, get the fuck out of here. That came out
So
8 months ago.
So
Like,
in other words, what's the threshold on when you can talk about a series or an event of a movie or a TV
and
show,
somebody can't get mad at you for
and someone
spoiling?
can't get mad at you?
Yeah.
My strict line is 2 weeks.
That's too early. That's too early. 2 weeks?
Well, like I'm operating on like Twitter timeline rules.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't talk about a show within a week. Like it used to be a week. Like when everyone was on Twitter,
People
it was
spoil
like,
shit within the first 30 minutes of it's out. That's why I don't go on Twitter.
Let's get a little technical here. Okay, what? So are spoiler alerts and warnings? Are they applied in us talking about it at all?
I think you need to give those. Yeah.
Yeah,
but when-
that's what I'm saying. Is that being considered
Well,
here?
so my question would be is like, when do you need, like, let's say it came out 2 months ago. Do we need to put a spoiler warning?
Okay.
I don't think that we do.
Okay.
Came out 2 months ago. You still ain't seen it?
Okay, I see your point.
What is the?
It depends. Okay, here's my rebuttal to that. I think that's it. I'm to the notion that you don't have to put a spoiler warning if the movie or TV show is popular.
Okay.
Popular being like a Marvel film, a Star Wars film, something that's a household name that you don't have to really be involved with. Something that's more niche, not really as critically acclaimed in certain demographics, certain generations, then that's up for debate. But if it's like a Star Wars theme or show, X-Men, something like that, no, you don't need to put a spoiler warning. I think 2 months is acceptable.
I think a month. Like if it's a movie, I think a month is fair, because most theaters hold a movie for 3 weeks to a month.
Oh, really? Is it really that short? The shelf life of movies is that short?
They get a new batch of movies every Friday.
Did they used to be longer?
It depends on how good the movie's doing.
I think
The
the movie
movie-
industry has changed because all
Yeah.
movies were doing better.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. Is like I was under the impression that movies were out for several weeks, like 8 weeks.
It depends on how good it's doing.
Okay, I
if it's
see.
doing really well, like a Star Wars, it'll be there for like 3 months.
If it's like
This happened when you were working.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. We'll have movies sometimes. I'm like, we still got showings of Star Wars.
What's the longest that you recall?
Frozen?
For how long?
I'd say we probably had Frozen for like 6 months.
that's no.
Same thing with Star Wars. I think we had Star Wars for like 4 months. The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
We had it for like 4 months.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so movies like that they last. They're in there for a long time. But a movie like the Marvels or whatever, that'll be there for like 2 weeks and it's out.
Yeah.
It's out of theaters. Or like Madam Web, that'll be like there for like 2 weeks because it's just losing money.
Yeah.
It's costing money.
Like Advent
to
Children,
play.
one day drop.
That's because it's old.
No, I'm just talking shit.
The reason this got brought up is because my cousin got mad at us for spoiling a part in the X-Men show, but that it was like
The Gambit thing?
the Gambit thing. It was episode
Oh, spoiler warning.
Spoiler! Because Mario, I'm sending this shit to you. Spoiler for people that did not watch X-Men, okay? It's something that happens with Gambit. Happened 2 months ago. And Mario's argument was people have lives, people have families, they have shit to do. I'm like, I understand that.
Yeah, right.
But there has to be a limit to where you can't yell spoilers. At some point, it's on you. Like you can't
Yeah.
like at some point you have to take the necessary precautions to not get it spoiled. Or if you really don't want to get spoiled, fucking take the time and watch it. You have some time where you can watch an episode here and there or whatever. Like if it's not that important to you, you can't get mad at somebody because like they were talking about it and you accidentally are like, oh, you damn dude, I didn't get to see that yet. Like you spoiled it for me. Oh, well.
Yeah, if that was the case, folks like SNL, I'm not going to get their jokes because I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Exactly. Social media spoils everything.
Yeah.
I think after 2 months you get spoiled like for that thing. I think you got to just concede and be like, that's on me.
Yeah. And I'm kind of going to lean towards this approach because whatever we say on the podcast is now on social media. we're also going to be a part of that regime as well. We're going to be part of that group.
Right.
So it's not just us. You got to watch out for other channels and other people that you follow as well. So we're just continuing the same trends that other people are doing.
Like what I do when I haven't seen something, and I watch this guy called the I don't remember his name right now, but he reviews movies and stuff. So I clicked the video because I wanted to see Mad Max Furiosa or whatever.
Yeah.
I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
I heard it's really good.
I heard it's really good too.
Yeah.
I heard it's really good.
Nice.
The timing just hasn't worked out. But he was talking about how good the movie was, and then he said something about the plot. I clicked it out. Did he spoil like a little part of it? Yeah, he did. But that's on me. I haven't seen it yet. I clicked the video, but I was listening for it. Like I'm not gonna keep listening to it once
Exactly.
you know what I mean. I'm gonna click it out.
Because you're already aware of what you were watching and getting into.
Yeah.
Because you haven't seen the movie, you're watching something that's titled about a movie that you're
Right.
watching.
Yeah, right.
You have to proceed with caution.
Right. Because some people can do it without spoiling it. Some people aren't as good at it. We're not as good at it here at the Random Gold.
No, we don't try to be.
But yeah, that spoiler shit, man. You gotta get out of here with that shit, man. You
I'm not a fan.
like I understand you don't want shit spoiled for you, but there's a limit to that shit. Like even with like Mario's playing Final Fantasy right now, I'm doing everything in my power not to spoil it for him because I would like him to enjoy it
Exactly.
and play it the way I played it, right? But you gotta understand that shit came out almost 3 months ago. You know what I mean? How long do I have to wait to keep my mouth closed so something doesn't get spoiled for you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You decided you wanted to wait or not get it. So like, how long do I have to wait because you know what I mean? Like that's not at some point that's on you.
Yeah. Yeah. Trust me, when I got done watching it, I'm just waiting for you to finish it. I'm just waiting. And do I ruin it for you?
No, you didn't. You didn't. But I know you wanted to.
I didn't want to ruin it. What I wanted you to do is I wanted you to experience it so we can talk about it.
Right. That's the same with me.
And
And Mario right
that's
now.
what you and Mario want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want him to. I want him to enjoy
I kept
it.
asking you, did you make it to the gold saucer? No, not yet. Get your ass over there. I need you to see Cloud and Tifa, man.
Great game. Great game.
Yeah.
Do you think that theaters will exist in 10 years?
Depends on how much that the streaming.
Because like you heard about Mad Max Furiosa, we were talking
Bombed. I heard it bombed. Even though it's a great movie, it bombed.
about $30 million.
No way, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so $30 million in its first weekend. Budget was $130 million.
Man.
That is considered a bomb now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What?
Same
It's
with-
a summer movie. What movie's giving it a hard time?
So they were saying this was the lowest ticket sales they have on record for Memorial Day weekend.
That's alarming because there's a lot of press for it. I've seen nothing but press.
Mad
for it.
Max and Planet of the Apes, I think, had a really good first weekend,
Yeah.
but it plummeted after the first weekend.
I wonder if people just don't want to see Mad Max anymore.
No, well, listen. I think it's a mix of things because there's a weird crowd that didn't want to watch it because it's a chick in the lead. I don't understand that stupid shit.
Yeah.
The interest in it just wasn't there. I don't know.
Last Mad Max movie was 10 years ago. It was great. It was great.
Amazing movie.
It's a great
Fury Road is one of the greatest movies. It's one of the best action movies.
Marquise
ever.
really liked it.
It's so good.
It's an excellent movie.
Dude.
Excellent.
I watched it in that theater with the shaking seats. I
That's
feel like
cool.
I feel like I
Hella
was
cool.
in the movie.
Hella cool.
I feel like I was in when they were doing the
What was that?
at the Ultrastar, the one that says the Go to Theater
Cool.
that nobody goes to, the Go to Theater. But that part when the guys on the guitar, and they're fucking chasing them, and they're going into that storm cloud. I was like, dude, this movie is fucking sick. Anyways, so I still want to see the Furiosa. Anyway, let's go back to what he said. Will movie theaters be here in 10 years? I don't know.
I think
I think it's gonna be like malls. Like malls, I don't even know how malls are still around. Who goes to the fucking mall? You know what I mean?
Not our malls, but I'll tell you, there's certain malls that there's nothing but people.
Really?
Super malls. So there's one in Palm Springs area. I went probably 6 months ago. Packed.
Really?
packed.
Because there ain't shit to do
Super
out
Mall,
there.
probably.
Yeah.
That's
That makes-
fair.
that
That's
makes
fair.
sense. That
That's
makes
fair.
sense.
You got to consider that as well. Yeah, it's a very nice mall. It has everything. It's huge. Took me about a day just to get through the fucking thing. Not really. It took me a long time just to walk around one loop around the mall. That's fair. That's a good point. There's nothing to do in Palm Springs.
I think
I have a feeling it's going to be a lot like drive-ins. Drive-in theater barely survived for like decades. When I was a kid, drive-ins were still a thing.
right.
But
Yeah,
like,
so they were for me too. Yeah.
yeah, so like I think that they're gonna fall off like that. There'll be less theaters.
It'd be like 5 Cinemaplex or 2 Cinemaplex. They show 2. Yeah, I think so too.
It's gonna be less, and I think the business will go down in the next 10 years. It has to. People are really comfortable watching new stuff at home. They're
All the time. I see something. I'll go. I'll wait for that on streaming.
exactly.
I'll wait for that on streaming.
I'm the same way. I'm like, do I want to spend $40?
Yeah.
Or can I just wait till it's on Max?
Yeah,
I'll wait till it's on Max.
there's only some movies like Mad Max. I actually want to see on a theater. I want to see it on the theater screen. But there's a lot of movies, and a lot of movies I go and watch. I go, man, I could have just waited for that to come out on HBO, man.
Like last weekend, for Memorial Day weekend, I had nothing but time. So I watched Kong versus Godzilla and I watched Civil War. Both
okay.
movies I like wanted to see in theaters.
Just
But I
didn't
was
have
like,
time.
didn't have time, and I didn't want to spend $40.
Yeah.
You know
What
what, I
about
mean?
this trend of old movies coming back on theaters? What do you think about that?
I think that's because the market is the movies are so in such a Hollywood's in such a bad state
Right.
that the only way that they could try to bring in box office is bringing back movies that people like.
Yeah.
Oh, remember Spider-Man? Apparently Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3 did insane numbers. And then the Tom
Sam
Holland.
Raimi?
Yeah. Apparently the first 3 did like stupid numbers. And then the newest with Tom Holland ones, nothing. I was like, no thanks. No. I wish we would have went to see 3 because apparently
Yeah.
they said the whole it's like a comedy now. So people go to watch 3. They said he said the whole theater is like laughing, quoting the movie. Yeah, so the bringing back old movies, it's a testament to how bad Hollywood is right now and how.
But I think going back to the stem of the question was that I think that they have to evolve. I think that the movie theaters have to evolve. Now, is it the theaters or is it the studios or is it a combination? You would know better than anybody. How does that relationship work? Like obviously the movie theaters benefiting from it because they're selling popcorn and shit.
What needs to the only way movie theaters will start coming back is they have to get rid of this exclusive streaming rights that come out after like a month of the movie being released, and the quality of movies needs to be better. I think Marvel did a lot of damage, because they released garbage movie after garbage movie, and then there's a lot of movies are. To a lot of people's perspective, a lot of movies are too politically correct or too woke. I'm doing the quotes, and it's like ruining. I think it's like people think it's ruining the storytelling. You're sacrificing storytelling to be inclusive. Oh, you have to include you have to have a black person. Oh, you have to have a trans person in this thing. Oh, you have to have a lesbian couple. You have to have a black gay couple. Like, stupid shit. Like, I don't know how everybody else feels, but like, I hate I don't want people to race swap just to like try to make me feel better. That doesn't make me feel better. I don't want, like, what I want you to do is create a black character that's original and cool and that I want to go see. I don't want you to fucking race swap fucking
Superman or something.
or the Flash
Right.
and make them black just because. Like,
Just
yeah,
because.
You know what I mean? Like, so I think that it's just a lot of problems that need to be fixed. Like, Disney's doing its worst, the worst it's ever done. How many bombs did they have?
I've had a bunch now.
It was Indiana Jones, Haunted Mansion, what am I? Marvels.
There's definitely like another one where
There's a few I'm missing. So there was some animated movie they did that bombed too, really bad.
The Pixar movie.
Yeah, it bombed really bad. The State of Hollywood is just really bad. The stuff that they're producing for people to go watch is not enticing enough for people to go like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go to the movie and see that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and see that. This Deadpool Wolverine is the first one in a long time where people are, I guess there's like a buzz where people are like, you know what? I want to go see that. The last time we had was Oppenheimer and Barbie last year. That was like the only movie all year, right?
It felt like, yeah.
Where people were like, yeah, you know what? I want to go see, I want to do the Barbenheimer thing. I'm going to go watch that. We're not getting that no more. You know?
Tom Cruise movies seem to be doing well.
No, even Mission Impossible flopped.
Did it?
It was even though it was a good movie, it was considered a flop.
You know, I'm going to make a point to see that. Speaking of movies,
good movie.
I saw the Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Hey, me and Nate got into a kerfuffle about it in the chat. Remember?
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Can you remind me what happened?
He said it goes in order and how good they are. He said it's 1, 2, 3.
Ugh.
I know. I agree.
I do 1, 3, 2.
Thank you, Nate. Eat a dick.
I agree.
Yeah.
1, 3, 2.
1, 3, 2.
1, 3, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Easily. 2 is such a fart in the wind. Like it's not a bad movie.
It's not bad, but it's not great.
It's not great.
I don't like. Yeah. I don't like the story.
The dad villain is just like.
Yeah.
The shit with Rocket Raccoon in the forest is like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I like Kurt Russell as an actor, and how'd they have to do him like that?
Yeah.
not
you know,
great.
it just wasn't. It just didn't do it for me. It's not a bad movie. But to say it's better, 2 is better than 3 is crazy.
That's
to me.
crazy.
Because 3. How did you feel about? Tell me and listen.
Yeah. How about you tell me first? You tell me first. You tell me.
When I saw, spoiler alert for people who haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3, that came out fucking last year. Jesus fucking Christ.
He's jealous.
Listen, I usually really like villains, but the black dude that was treating Rocket Raccoon like a piece of shit,
Yeah.
I was whispering and calling him a nigger myself. I was calling him every fuck. He was so he did where the guy that did that role was so good in his role. I legit hated him.
Right.
Like that rarely happens in a movie. Like I think the last time it happened for me was what's the dude from the Matrix, the bald dude?
Morpheus.
What's his name?
Oh, Lawrence Fishburne.
Lawrence Fishburne, when he played Ike Turner in the Tina Turner movie, I hated him. Like I legit hated him. So because I just thought he was Ike Turner. Like I just couldn't separate it. Anyways,
I got a side question for you, real quick.
Yeah,
Have you ever hated Sam Jackson
Sam Jackson?
in
No.
any role?
Nope.
Oh, no. I hated him in that last
which one?
Marvel show.
No. I mean, like hate him because he was a
hate
good
him-
villain.
Yeah, I hate him because he was like an asshole. Well,
No,
Because he plays a lot of villains.
I like Sam.
he's
Okay.
pretty good.
All right.
No,
He's a likable villain.
he's
That's
likable.
true. That's
He's a
true.
likable villain.
I forgot what I was yelling
So
about. but-
you were telling me you were trying to relate.
How did you feel about him? As
Oh yeah, he pissed me off. He's like
Yeah.
P167. Shut the fuck up.
like how did like
But
how
it was such justification when he locks and loads on and he's getting ready to shoot. He's like, I'm fucking Rocket the Raccoon.
yeah.
I was like, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I got emotional.
Oh,
like,
yeah. I almost cried twice.
So I was getting emotional when all the little fucking raccoons were touching. I was like, you motherfuckers.
They almost got me twice.
Oh man, it got me. They got me. No, they got
Spoiler
me.
alert.
Oh, no, we already
we already gave the spoiler.
When the little otter died.
Oh my god.
I thought it was a
Cold
little
Rocket.
If there was only like some little criticism that I could give the film was I was getting pissed off when the new what's the name of the alien the green alien
Gamora?
Gamora when the Gamora and that just wasn't working with Quill.
No, I like that because she's like, I'm not the Gamora you think. I like that they stuck to that to the very end.
I like it too, but it was pissing me off.
It was, yeah.
It was very frustrating
Because they were trying to give you that hope that maybe she'll come around. No, she's like, nigga,
Yeah.
I don't know you. I'm not her.
Right.
So I like that they stuck to that. I would have been
I
kind
thought
of.
she was going to sweeten later. She
Nah,
didn't.
she's not sucking dick later.
Yeah.
Nope, sorry.
Nah,
Nope,
she should have.
nope.
She should have.
Oh, and then the part I wanted you to see, the best part of the movie, The montage to the Beastie Boys. How did you feel about that?
That was dope.
That
was
I was
dope.
watching. I was like, I can't. I need Drew to see this.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
this
That fight
part
was
is
dope.
So sick. It's the best part of the movie.
Yeah. Inside that tunnel.
Yeah, so sick.
Yeah, that was really dope.
So sick. I don't see it. Nick, how is that movie? How do you have 2 over that movie? I
don't get it.
I can't
That-
remember anything about
Two
Exactly.
has good moments. I like the intro a lot in 2, where Groot's like frozen and then it shows like volume 2, where
Yeah.
they're like, Groot, get out of here, you're
Oh,
gonna
is that
get
when
hurt.
he's like a little kid?
He's a little kid.
Okay, yeah. So
I
that part was
I
good.
thought the intro was really cool, and I also liked. Although we were criticizing the dad, I do like that Quill was. I do like that Quill was. The song leading up to. I think it's. I forgot the name of the song now. But when he's fighting the dad and he beats his ass and he's punching him, I thought that was a cool moment. But the actual story leading up to it, I thought that was really whack.
Yeah.
But yeah, three's great. So order. The first one's still the best one.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, one, 3, and 2.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was. So a little small criticism. We'll move on. Rocket Raccoon. He's like getting on the verge of dying. I was like, this is pissing me off. You went through Infinity War and you're over here. I was like, this is fucking some bullshit. But Rocket's I really like Bradley Cooper. He's an excellent actor.
I think they made Rocket Raccoon one of the best characters because they just like fully fleshed him out as a character, and he's just such a man. It like the way he acts. Like, I mean, if you go back and watch like the first and second one,
Yeah.
how much of an asshole he is.
Yeah,
and stuff,
exactly.
And like how he doesn't want to get touched. You go back and when you're watching 3, you're like, all that shit makes sense, man. It completely makes sense why he acts like that. So.
Yeah, cool,
Really-
great
really
movie. I'm
great.
glad I spent time watching it. I broke my 3-hour rule. I did fast forward through a few boring parts.
Oh, you're not.
I'm just being honest. I was like, this is fucking whack. Only in 5-minute increments. I'm like, is it still whack? Yeah, still whack.
Stop. You don't do that. What are you doing?
Suck a dick.
Just pull your phone out when you're bored. He's like, I'm bored.
Oh, I did a lot of that.
Let's
did a lot of
let's move on because he's pissing me off now.
1 hour, 12 minutes, gentlemen. We got anything else we want to end on?
I got one last one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Would you rather tell your feelings to a woman you don't know or a tree?
What the fuck? Why a tree?
A tree, because I talk myself through a lot of things without expressing my feelings.
So there was this viral question that was asked to a lot of women. Would you rather be stuck in the woods with a bear or a man you don't know? And pretty much every woman is like, I'd rather deal with a fucking bear.
Yeah. It's understandable.
Well, you gotta look at the situation too, right?
Yeah.
The situation is you're in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can maybe stay away from the bear.
Yeah,
a man,
the bear. Yeah, man, he's gonna hunt you down.
He will find you.
Yeah, I agree with it too, because like bear's just gonna kill you. Man's
Yeah.
gonna do a lot more than
He's gonna
kill
do a
you,
lot
if,
more.
if he's an evil man.
If he's an evil man.
Yeah.
If it's a woman that I just met, I'm gonna talk to the tree.
I'm gonna,
Okay.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm talking to the tree because I talk to myself through a lot of shit anyway. A lot of shit. You don't need to dump on people. That's just how I feel. Like a lot of shit, I could internalize and figure it out myself. And then if it gets too much, then I'll talk to somebody about it. But
Right.
a lot of times I'll figure that shit out on my own. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, good question.
So
Cool.
Is that what we got?
yeah. Oh, did Wonka kill them kids? I got in an argument with somebody about that.
With who?
The Willy Wonka movie.
Stupid.
Did he kill them kids? You can hit the. Oh, you don't have the music. Did what? I am under the impression when I watched the movie, he killed all those kids. He killed the little nigga in the
That's
chocolate
hilarious.
pond, sucked them up in the thing.
Yeah.
He
The woman that-
the big chick.
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, they got a drainer." I'm like, "That she's dead." The chick that she's like, "Don't care how I want it now." Ba-bum. He's like, "Where's that go?" He's like, "The furnace."
I
The
think-
only one that lived was Charlie, but he was about to kill him too. He's about to get chopped up. If he didn't learn how to burp, he was gonna get chopped the fuck up.
I like how he did it in a way that would keep him legally
Legally, exactly
out of it.
bro.
They killed themselves in my dangerous
I-
factory.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
please
didn't do it.
don't. Please. Please. Don't eat it.
Oh yeah, dude. So you guys are. What do you got? You killed them little niggas,
killed
right?
them, yeah.
He's a slaver too. Those Oompa Loompas don't get paid.
Yeah.
What are their living conditions like?
Yeah.
That
Do
sounds
they
like,
have rights?
That sounds
Yeah.
like a show, folks.
Yeah.
We're glad we ended on murder. We'll catch you guys next
They
week.
killed them niggas, bro.
All right,
Later.
What do we got here? Oh yeah, it's over.
It's over.